Where are all the Afton people at? That's the quietest I've ever heard, Afton. Come on now. Mike Croghan. There we go. His relationship with Afton ice hockey began as a 10-year-old in 1972. He'd eventually attend Vianney High School, where he captained the program his senior season to their first mid-states title and a perfect 24-0-2 record back in 1979. After graduating from St. Thomas University, he returned to St. Louis to begin his professional accounting career while continuing what would become a lifetime devotion to the Afton Ice Hockey organization. In 2007, he'd take over as president of Afton, a position he continues to hold today. Mike was inducted into the Afton Athletic Association Hall of Fame in 2011 and the Vianney Hockey Hall of Fame in 2019. This is your third Hall of Fame, Mike? You trying to show everybody else up around here? Is that what you're doing? Under Croghan's guidance, Afton has grown to more than 900 boys and girls are currently skating for Afton hockey teams each season. That includes players from Afton Youth Hockey, Lady Liberty, Central States, and the St. Louis Junior Blues. Afton facilities host almost 2,000 games a year, as they recently celebrated their 50th anniversary as an organization back in 2022. The St. Louis Amateur Hockey Hall of Fame includes more than 30 members with ties to the Afton organization. And we add another one to the list here tonight. Please give a warm welcome for Mike Croghan.
Thanks, Andy. And thanks to Scott and the Hall of Fame board. Thank you for this unexpected award. It is greatly appreciated. I wouldn't be up here today if it wasn't for the support of my beautiful family. My wife, Debbie, my children, Tommy, Allison and her husband, Jared, and child, Sydney, Michael Jr., and his wife, Camille, and their children, Georgia and Michael, 3. I love you guys. Also, before I get started, I need to give a shout out to the best program and facility managers in town, Sean Hazelton, Mick Stebor, and Angie Begonio. They make our program run. And for those of you who know Sean, I also have received many all caps text messages and emails from him. And you know what? Sean is usually right. Anyone with any complaints or grievances with Afton tonight, Sean will be available after the ceremony. Being with an organization for 40 plus years doesn't happen without great people, and Afton has had many. For me, early on, it was George Dalton, Jackie Haas, Carl Werdle, Gordon Ankney, the Jost family, and Jim McCoy. Coaches Rick Leininger and Doug Andreessen, and more recently, Sean Hazelton, Dan Winter, Brian Gardner, Chris Flogger, and Amy Zimmerman, and many others in between. Our current board is a great group who spend countless hours making our club work. The 10 p.m. phone calls on a holiday weekend are not nice. Random complaints, tryouts, board meetings, parents' meetings, budgeting, youth division threats, but we always seem to get through whatever comes our way. Afton Hockey has been around since 1972. For our entire 52-year existence, we have been a true volunteer organization. I started playing at Afton when the rink opened in 1972 through 1979 when I went away to college. After college, where I played a little, and I mean that literally, I came back home. I stopped by the rink one day to say hi to George Dalton, our longtime rink manager, and he said they could use some help if I wanted to help coach. So from that point on, I volunteered in some capacity at Afton as a coach, manager, ice scheduler, board member, treasurer, or president. And I have made many lifelong friends. Afton Ice Rink was built in 1972 as an outdoor rink with an estimated life of 35 years. Over the next few years, we added a roof and then enclosed the rink completely. In 2001, we purchased our Fenton facility. The first few years operating Fenton were tight, but we survived. There have been many repairs, additions, and improvements over the years to both of these facilities. In addition to these, we started leasing our All-American facility in 2013. We've had a few Zambonis end up in Gravois Creek on top of the occasional floodwaters. Afton has served as the practice rink for the St. Louis Blues for a few years in the 1980s and for the occasional visiting pro team. Wayne Gretzky was at our Afton rink a few years ago visiting his nephew who was playing for our junior team, and he commented on how much he loved our old barn. Currently, we have approximately 70 teams and 900 players with Learn to Play Youth, Central States, Lady Liberty, and the Junior Blues. We provide over 7,000 hours of ice annually to our members and our community. We host more than 1,500 youth games and 200 high school games every year. We are the home rink for a handful of high school teams, and a Friday or Saturday night rivalry game at Afton is a sight to see. We have also hosted regional and national USA hockey tournaments. Over the years, we have rostered more than 35,000 players and have graduated more than 4,000 players, many of whom have gone on to play ACHA, NCAA, junior, or professional hockey. Afton hockey teams have won 12 USA Hockey National Championships. There are many second and third generation families volunteering and playing at Afton today. My dad was involved on the business side early on. My brothers played at Afton, and my two boys and nephews have also played at Afton. While we might not have the right zip codes and we don't receive any municipal or tax subsidies, our great people and our great facilities have made Afton hockey the strongest, most consistent part of youth hockey in St. Louis over the last 52 years. And we will sustain it for another 52 years, all while serving the best bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches in town. I tell you all about this, all about Afton, because I'm proud of our 52-year history and the small part I've been able to play in it. Thank you for this great honor.